reps. Excuse me. If um, but it does, you take away potentially some part of your overall fitness as a result of that by specifying and training specifically for that style of fitness and strength.
Mm.
Um, the goal of CrossFit is to be as broadly capable as possible, which is a fascinating idea in theory. And lately, I've been thinking if I just work on specifics on the web of possibilities and build out that hedge, I can potentially maintain a little bit more than if I just try and work on everything at once. So I'm trying to expand like my strength with powerlifting, or my power with Olympic lifting, or endurance with Ironman training, but not all at the same time. Do this for a season, do this for a season, do this for a season. And hopefully, overall, over the course of the next year, I'll be overall more fit than I was if I just stayed in this center. But using the basics and foundation of CrossFit to build everything as I go, specifically as I specify genres of fitness in the meantime. If that makes
I
sense.
love I love the way you look at this and your sort of theory behind it, because I used to think, oh yeah, I'm strong. And then when I interviewed Carrie Pierce, I remember saying to I was thinking, oh yeah, I'm good, but I could do 2, 3 reps. They were doing rep after rep, then pull ups, then I wasn't able to do the volume and the intensity, but I was thinking that I was in shape. But I mean, going up 3 flights of steps, I'd be out of breath because I'm so big and chunky, and no one told me you had to do cardio and all that malarkey. And now when I see it, I love that you're showing people that you don't have your limitations. You just need to find how to do it and build it and add in these things. And I love how it's become popular and cool. And I think it is a real shame that people aren't doing this. So, but how do you set up your training? What do you do in terms of sports specific, general fitness? Are you kind of just because you do all these challenges like going for trail runs and stuff, you do hiking with the kids, you go skiing and things like that. Do you just make fitness part of your life, or do you have a specific kind of idea of how you're building into these additional sort of circles to keep expanding your fitness?
Well, yes, fitness is 100% a part of my life. It is a non-negotiable for what I'm doing every day, whether that's doing recovery things like sauna and cold plunge on days where I'm not going to the gym, or going to the gym, or doing a physical activity like skiing. I'm doing something like that regularly. And with the foundation that I've built of doing CrossFit almost daily for 14 or 15 years, I've built up a decent baseline of functionality. So lately, to do these challenges that I'm doing, so for the year that I turned 40 in September, and I'm trying to PR sports specific things that I've done specifically in my past. So I've never done an ultra marathon. I've never done a 100-mile race. So I'm not going to do that now because it wouldn't be a PR. I could do a run for distance and see how far I could run,
Mhm.
because I've run certain distances, but I've also never done that. So the way I've come up with the challenges is I want to be able to PR my power lifts, which I feel like I did at the beginning of November. Right now I'm working, and for that I trained like a power lifter for 2 or 3 months. Then now for the last 2 months, I've been training like an Olympic lifter, trying to PR my Olympic lifts. And then I'll transition back into CrossFit sports specific training for 2 or 3 months to do something there. And then in the spring and summer, I'm going to try and PR a marathon and an Ironman time. So my training will vary, but the concept is that in the middle of all of this, so I've been doing a lot of Olympic lifting, and I feel like I've used these few months to just train specifically like an Olympic lifter, and hoping that my baseline of general physical preparedness, GPP, will be able to be maintained by, I think once a week, I've done like 30 minutes on a Stairmaster, or biking for zone two very lightly 2 or 3 times over the last few weeks. We'll see, but I'm not too worried about that because after I finish this kind of journey with the Olympic lifts, I'm jumping right into heavy GPP training.